Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the flyweight bout for the undisputed, well no, not the undisputed, the interim flyweight title between Brandon Moreno versus Kai France 2. So these two fought before. Moreno won pretty clear. It wasn't an easy decision, it was competitive, but clear enough that Moreno won. They're rematching again. Both have made significant improvements. I feel like Moreno has made more significant improvements. I feel like Kai France is on a new evolution. We haven't quite seen where it's going to go yet, so that's an interesting factor. So, like, the fact that we don't know where it's going yet. But I'm going to go with Moreno here. Pretty high confidence here. I ain't going lock. I'm going high. Because, again, like, Kai France has made some adjustments as well. Has a good style, sort of, for Moreno. You see he working on his wrestling defense, his grappling defense. You already have that striking background that he has. So, you know, it opens up some things, but I think some things working against him. One, Moreno has already beat him. And odds heavily favor the person that's already won, and like percentage, like more often than not, greatly off. Like, you know, is a high percentage like that the person that won before will win again. The lucky thing is that it wasn't a direct rematch. Like I said, he's been making improvements. Moreno's been making improvements. Things have changed, so and a for sure set in like, oh, he gonna lose because he just fought him, got dominated this fight, last fight. They ain't trying to come back in 4 or 6 months and fight him again, he ain't gonna lose. So it ain't that. So there's a lot of factors that make it not a lock for me, but definitely gonna be high confidence for me with Moreno here. So they fought again. I mean, they fought before. Moreno won. That's one thing I like for Moreno. Two, which might be even a bigger thing, is the fact that Moreno has had championship experience. He has what, 3-4 fights with Davison Figueiredo, and 2 of them went the distance. The first fight went the distance draw. Second fight, I think he stopped him with the second round, or was the first round, but the second round wasn't the longest fight. Third fight, 5-round fight. So he has had championship level fights, and he has had a lot of major fights. I feel like he has had more major fights than Kakar. And also he had a 5-rounder with Sergio Pettis some years ago. So he has like 5-round experience outside of just even title fights. So he has more 5-round fight experience. And I feel like his style is one that's very hard to keep up with. I know Kai France and them at City Kickboxing, you know, train very hard and work on their conditioning. So it's gonna be a competitive fight, but I feel like Moreno actually having that experience, like literally fighting 5-round fights against at the highest level of the sport, like the very highest level of their weight class, is gonna be invaluable experience. Moreno also is the more like well-rounded threat as well. Like, he's not just a guy that's coming here looking to strike. I mean, we've seen Kai France mix and wrestle in when he, you know, when necessary or when he wants to at times, but more so sparingly. We've seen Moreno, more so be the guy that's initiating grapples. So I feel like he's definitely the better wrestler, definitely the better grappler. Striking, I feel like it'd be relatively competitive. Kai France has a power advantage in striking, but I feel like Moreno's pace is going to be not only on the feet, his pressure not only going to be on the feet, but also with the wrestling, with the grappling, and that's definitely going to deal with him, and that's going to deal with that for 5 rounds at the highest level. So I kind of feel like I feel like first rounds could be pretty close, but I feel like it's going to be Moreno really digging in the championship rounds. So would the fight be close one way or the other, or favoring one fight or the other? I feel like Moreno will be the one coming on later. I don't see him stopping Kai France. I see this as a very competitive fight, but I think it's going to be one where Moreno's experience is going to come in and show heavily, especially in those, you know, 4th or 5th, or you could say championship rounds are, yeah, this is a championship round. It's not no 5-round non-title fight. This is a 5-round title fight. So, you know, championship round, I feel like he's going to come on stronger. And he, you know, as he has, you know, in his last fight. I wouldn't say he did that so much in his first fight with Figueiredo, but definitely in the 3rd fight he came on, was coming on stronger in those later rounds. And like still push the same pace, still coming hard. So I'm gonna go with Brandon Moreno to thrive in those championship rounds and take the fight. So in this fight, I got Brandon Moreno via decision.